Hello, my friend. Today, our journey takes us into the heart of America, to a state where the sky feels bigger, the fields stretch to the horizon, and the rhythm of life is tied to the land. We are going to Nebraska, a place that may seem quiet from a distance, but is in reality an agricultural titan, a powerhouse of production that helps feed the nation and the world. For years, Nebraska has consistently ranked in the top 3 U.S. states for agricultural revenue, generating a staggering $27.7 billion annually. The numbers themselves tell a story of immense scale. 40,800 farms and ranches are spread across 45.3 million acres, an area that accounts for an incredible 93% of the state's total landmass. This is not just a state with farms. It is an ocean of agriculture, and today we will explore its depths, from its iconic cattle ranches to the surprising and innovative industries that thrive within its borders. When you think of Nebraska, you must think of cattle. The state is a kingdom built on beef, a legacy etched into its culture and economy. The sheer number is hard to comprehend. Nebraska is home to nearly 7.2 million head of cattle, a population that outnumbers its human residents by almost 4 to 1. This industry is the state's economic engine, contributing over $12.3 billion directly to its economy and creating more than 34,000 stable jobs each year. But what does the life of a Nebraskan beef cow actually look like? For much of the year, they roam freely across vast, open pastures. But as winter approaches, the landscape changes. From November to March, heavy snowfall blankets the state, making grazing impossible. During this time, the cattle are herded into large barns and feedlots. Here, they are protected from the harsh elements and provided with a carefully managed diet of corn, soybeans, and other forage. This period is also crucial for herd management. Calves, at around 5 to 6 months old, receive their ear tags, a digital passport that will track them for the rest of their lives. Throughout the fly season, from April to September, entire herds are sprayed every few weeks to protect them from pests. If an animal develops a hoof ailment, it receives specialized treatment, a kind of bovine pedicure to ensure its health and well-being. When the cattle reach market weight, they are transported to bustling auction markets. Here, in a fast-paced environment of seasoned auctioneers and eagle-eyed buyers, their value is determined by breed, age, and weight. From the auction, they are loaded onto large cattle trailers, each capable of carrying between 20 and 40 animals, and begin their final journey to federally inspected processing plants, becoming part of the nearly 5 million beef cattle Nebraska supplies to the market each year. While beef may be king, the state's golden backbone is its crop production. Nebraska is rightfully known as the Cornhusker State, with endless fields of corn and soybeans forming the foundation of its agricultural output. These crops are not only sold as grain, but are also essential components of livestock feed, fueling the very cattle industry that defines the state. Alongside these giants, Nebraska is also a major producer of sorghum. Concentrated in the southern part of the state, its 415,000 acres of sorghum are vital for creating forage, cereals, and ethanol, showcasing the diversity of its grain production. But Nebraska's agricultural story isn't just written in rows of corn and herds of cattle. It also unfolds in shimmering waters and the skies above, revealing a surprising capacity for innovation and niche markets. The state is home to 219 operating fish farms, and remarkably, 37% of these are modern indoor facilities. This high-tech approach to aquaculture allows for year-round production in a controlled environment, creating 3,200 jobs and generating over $330 million in revenue annually. Even more unique is Nebraska's thriving pheasant farming industry. The state is home to 67 active pheasant farms, part of a national network dedicated to conservation and recreational hunting. The largest of these, Farmland pheasants, is a titan in its own right, producing up to 1.3 million birds each year. On these farms, thousands of pheasants are raised in massive netted enclosures that prevent them from escaping. After 6 months, when they are fully grown, they are ready for release. Workers carefully capture the birds and transport them to public lands, releasing them into the wild just ahead of the hunting season. This practice supports a wild population of over 50 million pheasants across the Midwest and fuels a significant recreational industry. The farms profit by providing hunting permits, equipment, and lodging to hunters who travel from all over the country for the experience. It's a fascinating, self-sustaining cycle where agriculture directly supports wildlife conservation and tourism. From the sprawling ranches where cattle outnumber people, to the golden fields of corn and sorghum, and onward to the high-tech fish farms and unique pheasant operations, Nebraska reveals itself to be a land of incredible scale and surprising diversity. It is a place where tradition and innovation work hand in hand, a state almost entirely dedicated to the fundamental work of feeding a nation. This is the true heart of the American heartland,